I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna run my mouth a little bit. Let's cook.
I will never understand the mindset of a liberal black woman, especially the one that got sons. I'll never understand their mindset, bro. Because you expect a black man to be traditional. I will never understand this, G. And I'm talking about the ones that live their life so goddamn free. They don't live under God. They don't live their life under God. They don't know what God looked like. They don't know what he smelled like. None. And they got all this nerve to talk about conservative values and and mind you, this is coming out of a mouth of a woman who raising 4 different households up under one roof. But you sitting up here complaining about black men not being traditional. But you don't like conservative values. That does not make sense to me. What the fuck do y'all think conservative mean? A motherfucker that dressed properly? No. Conservatives live their life under God. They live their life by the book, the Bible. And if that's something you don't understand, you need a long, hard look in the goddamn mirror, bro. Like real shit. The confusing thing is that y'all got this culture of baby mama, baby daddy shit, right? All the women got like 3, 4, 5 baby daddies, 6 kids, right? And I'm talking about the wildest ones, okay? I ain't talking about every single last one of them. I'm talking about the wildest ones, all right? The ones that think they can do whatever the fuck they want without no consequences, right? These bitches got 3, 4, 5 baby daddies, right? Taking care of 6, 7, 8 kids in one house, right? You got literally 4 or 5 different households under one roof, bitch. But you sitting up here complaining about a nigga not being a traditional man, a nigga that don't take care of his kids, a nigga that's not a man of God. You want that in your life. But you, yourself, had children before marriage. Bro, it is a reason why they say, do not have sex before marriage, not just kids. Do not have sex before marriage. Because now you got a culture now you got a generation of black men. They got 5, 6 different baby mamas, right? And then when they get 40 or 50, they find the love of their life, right? But now you can't even prioritize her. You can't even prioritize the woman that you really want in your life because you got this bitch calling you. You got this bitch calling you. You got to take care of these kids. You got to get money to these kids. You got to get money to that kid. Y'all put yourselves in this situation and then turn around and say, I want a traditional woman. No, nigga, you not a traditional man. You out here fucking anything that move. You out here having babies with every relationship you get into. And then when it comes down the line, you actually found the woman of your dreams. She don't even want you no more. Same with the women. Y'all out here popping these babies out without marriage. Y'all out here popping these babies out expecting a man to come around and take care of y'all motherfucking kids. Y'all got like fucked up. How about you actually understand what the fucking conservative value is? How about instead of y'all judging people because y'all think they racist and y'all only think conservative people are racist because what y'all were told growing up. Y'all know nothing about these people. Y'all know nothing about politics. Y'all know nothing about religion. Y'all know nothing about shit. Y'all literally just be running y'all goddamn mouth. Y'all literally cause the problems y'all complain about. Y'all cause the problems y'all complain about. It's literal wars on TikTok between black people, black women, and black men. You know why? Because neither one of them understand conservative values. And then y'all want motherfuckers to feel sorry for you? No. Bitch, you open your motherfucking ass had them kids. Ain't nobody tell you to have them kids before marriage. Nigga, you the one that started to have all these motherfucking baby mamas thinking you can just pop them out without marriage. Y'all cause your own problems. Y'all motherfucking family trees look like motherfucking spider webs. Get y'all shit together. And then what y'all do with y'all kids is even more wilder, G. Y'all allow y'all daughters to sing Sexy Red songs out in public, bro. I was just outside with my daughter, G, and she was like linking up with some girls that stayed down the block, you know what I'm saying? Little girls, they 5, 6, 7, 8, couldn't be no more than 9 years old, bro. About 6 of them outside, G, and they all in sync singing a Sexy Red song. My daughter over there looking at their ass like, you better not. You better not. Y'all allow this shit to happen. Y'all allow y'all little sons, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, throw up gang signs and think that shit cute. Y'all actively put them in a line of war, G, before they even turn 10, bro. Before they even hit double digits. Y'all putting targets on y'all own children's backs. Y'all, cause y'all think it's cute. And then y'all want to sit up here and complain about the gun violence, about us killing each other. But when motherfucking Donald Trump want to send the goddamn National Guard to Chicago, then that's when it's no, we don't need help. No. Nigga, my daughter's grandmother was shot cold blood, bro. Died. And they still haven't found the killer. And it's still going on till this day. Motherfuckers die in that city every day. And we the ones that keep saying stop the violence. We are the ones that keep saying, I don't want to go outside. Why the fuck do y'all think every black man in the city of Chicago feel the need to walk outside with a motherfucking gun, bro? Y'all promote this shit. Y'all promote it in music. Y'all promote it in movies. The black classics. All of that shit destroyed us. And now y'all want to sit up here and get mad at another motherfucking race for pointing it out? That's y'all fault. Start teaching y'all sons to be traditional men. Start teaching y'all daughters to be traditional women. Y'all causing this fucking problem. It ain't white people. White people ain't out here motherfucking teaching they kids Sexy Red songs, having them. What the fuck is y'all doing? Fuck y'all thinking, bro? That shit ain't moral. It ain't cool. Y'all exposing shit to children that don't need to be exposed to children. And wonder why they growing up with the YN culture. They going in churches, shooting up churches. But when a motherfucker complain about it, then that's when we get mad at them. Oh, no, black people ain't bad. Black people ain't do that. Black people ain't do shit. But then turn around the next day, a nigga in your family gets shot. Oh, they killed my baby. These niggas killed my baby. Delusional. It gets worse. It gets worse. These people actually believe because you're black, you can't be successful. These people actually believe when you walk the fuck outside, the world is against you. I wish I would teach my children that shit. These people believe every single white person that they see hate them. These people believe everything is about race. How about we focus on ourselves first? It's like y'all asking everybody else for help in the black community, but y'all can't see what the fuck we doing. It's called accountability, motherfucker, and I swear to God, y'all gonna be mad at me for saying this shit. I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. I'm tired of this shit. Y'all arguing on the motherfucking internet. Because y'all don't understand conservative values. You don't understand that you're not supposed to have children before marriage. You don't understand you're not supposed to have sex before marriage. You don't understand that you are supposed to live your life under God if you want to be successful. If you want to keep the hate out your motherfucking heart. Live your life under God. I'm not even a religious person, bro. But from what's going on in this country right now, y'all niggas need help. Like mental help. Y'all laughing at niggas getting shot in the neck, bro. That's demonic as fuck. Then sit up here saying he deserved it because he had an opinion. Bitch, you got one too. You got an opinion too. You want to be next? No, you don't. So be careful. Y'all literally mad at a group of people that want better for everybody. You motherfuckers are destroying the planet. Not just America, the planet. All the motherfucking NGOs that we was sending our taxpayer dollars to overseas, thinking that we helping motherfuckers overseas. Meanwhile, there's some Epstein shit going on. We don't even motherfucking know about that. We funding. This shit is demonic. And y'all actually believe that shit. Y'all do realize that the devil is the deceiver of all deceivers. Wake the fuck up. I'm sorry, y'all, but from all this shit that I've been seeing, bro, the Charlie Kirk death, y'all can't shut me up. Y'all ain't finna silence me. Y'all ain't finna scare me. None of that shit. Y'all got like fucked up. Y'all got God fucked up. Excuse my language, but God knows his daughter.
Welcome to the show, folks. It's your boy, Victor Vincent, yet again with another episode of Beyond the Algorithm. And this week, this is the recap. And this episode, I was like, you know what? What do I want to call this episode? Because there's so many things that happen from day to day. And I decided to call this Welcome to Thermopylae. For those of you that don't know what Thermopylae is, you haven't seen 300. You should watch it. It's not true, but it's loosely based on what we believe the Spartans would have been. And in 300 which is the name of the movie, Gerard Butler plays Leonidas. Leonidas decides to go travel and fight the Persians and meet them where they are and stop their advances to give Sparta chance to get his military assembled to go fight them. So he decides to go take 300 men and fight in this small space because he can control the warfare. And it was called Thermopylae, and it's also the Greek term for the hot gates, where he could fight in a phone booth, sustain his numbers, and defeat one enemy at a time as they walk up. So that's kind of how I was feeling when I was making certain posts. For those of you that follow my Facebook page that have probably been blocked or deleted or whatever, yeah, it was an intentional trap. I just wanted to, give it a test run. And for good reason. Because I want us to deal with things that we can actually solve. I don't think you can combat anything unless you can take care of your weaknesses and your vulnerabilities as it sits. So I'm gonna bring up a few talking points tonight, and I'm gonna have a guest call in and give his talking points as well. So I'm gonna start running through these things right now. If you take the baby daddies and the baby mamas and the overweight, diabetic, pro-black simps and feminists out of your timeline, who is left? I ask that because all I see is a lot of blame, no plans, no organization. If they had plans, organization, and a way forward, they wouldn't even be entertaining topics that they don't agree with. Next question is, would y'all eat Chinese food at a black restaurant with black employees? It sounds silly, but that question is a DEI question. Okay. I'm gonna get in your business tonight. Power doesn't beg or bicker. Victimhood does. People that come into my comments trying to change my mind have no power here. This deletion season, learn or burn. For those of you that want to come online and got some smoke for me, I'm going to put the number up and you're going to have to spend a little bread to come on my platform to talk crazy to me tonight if you got that kind of time. So get your Cash App ready. It'll be loaded up soon. Cancel culture is backfiring on liberals now. These are the same folks that tried canceling men with Me Too. I'm glad I've lived long enough to see this necessary conflict occur because it's necessary. I don't say, ha ha, it's happening to you. I'm saying, do you remember? Do you remember the time? Do you remember the time when it was cool to just accuse men falsely of anything with no proof, no evidence, just hearsay, and then act like, oh, well, they deserved it, even when it was found to be false and the false accusations were proven to be false, that there was no public apology. The fanfare for it being wrong was never as loud as it was when it was false. Everything you're seeing on social media that triggers you is a reaction to a reality that you've been denying or have been brainwashed by. You need to stay uncomfortable, my friends, because it's going to get worse. Okay? For the fellas, women will pander to you on social media when it's about race and politics. When it's about family, they call you absent deadbeats. That's the post. Why do you entertain women in politics and race discussions? And then when you talk about relationships, they call you a bum. They call you inadequate. They say you need to level up, or they act like because they believe that you're beneath them until there's a race or a politic conversation. Okay? Pay attention to that. They only on your team when it's time to vote. And the only people that care about this are big overweight simps and the mothers that raised them. Black people will talk your head off all day about racism while being a Hebrew Israelite with mixed children. Okay? Do we need to go into that? Y'all need to figure out who's supposed to be speaking for you. Because I'm a nomad. I don't care. Because you can't be on one side and try to solve the problem, but I'm bringing up the pointy topics. This is stuff that I see. Black people will talk your head off all day about racism while being a Hebrew Israelite with mixed children. Prove me wrong. Other things black people will talk your head off about is about racism, but won't talk about how they keep making excuses for immoral behavior as adults that they wouldn't accept from their own children. You know what I'm talking about. They will sit back. The people that fit this behavior will sit back, observe people of a different ethnic group behaving in a way that they say, man, if black people was doing this, they would crucify us. And then when black people start doing it, they apologize for it and say whatever level of reasons that they want to use, okay? And at the same time they're making those concessions and apologies for that behavior, they will crucify their children for less if they care, you know, whatever that looks like in that situation. But I'm bringing it all to task. These are hard questions. Why do the people that fit this behavior give folks they don't know a pass for their choices in behavior that they wouldn't accept from their own children? Black men that are baby daddies and raised by thoughts will talk your head off all day about promiscuous modern women, but their unmarried mama was a side chick just like his baby mama, or however many he got. I don't understand that. Somebody got to make it make sense. And tonight is the conversation for it. Sexually undisciplined black men will talk your head off all day about racism, but won't talk about how they keep buck dancing for side chicks, a problem they can actually solve. I don't understand y'all. And I'm only talking about the people that fit the behavior. You complain about women. You cry about them. You say they this and they say they that. And then you be in their inbox. I got communication with women. They tell me about this. They show me the screenshots. You big and out of shape too, just like the women you talk about online. And you still in their inbox. And you still disrupting conversations. Because a lot of y'all couldn't get any type of validation from your mothers. We're going to talk about it. Black people will talk your head off all day about racism, but won't talk about how they keep blaming food for obesity instead of going to the gym. Another problem they can actually solve. The fork ain't made you fat. The food ain't made you fat. Your choices and your laziness made you fat. Your inconsistency made you fat. You got so fat that they had to create another category and call it obese. You was fat 200 pounds ago. And for you men that can't do a pull-up and your body jiggle, You got to answer for that. You a BBW too. Black people talk your head off all day about racism, but won't talk about how they keep reproducing children out of wedlock with bums. A problem they can actually solve. I don't care how people feel about the topics I'm talking about tonight, because we have to learn through entertainment. That's just the way things have been, always. And this might be entertaining for some, might be brutal for others. But I don't particularly care, because all of us got to do better. All of us got something that we need to work on. But the things that will kill you, that you won't address, are not as important as what's going on outside of the race. And I don't understand that. I don't. Most people care about complaints. I care about solutions. Making a choice is the process of elimination. People will either use logic or emotion to process their own elimination or progress. So you're either going to make an emotionally disciplined decision or emotionally undisciplined decision. And in your choice, you will lose or gain visibility, accountability, or access to something. You know what I'm saying? You will. There's always a trade-off. And if you use your emotions, you're further away from what makes sense. Emotions don't usually have great return on investment. Name something that you've made an emotional decision on that you was right about, and you would do it again 10 out of 10 times. Out of 10 times, how many times do you think you will make the right decision if you made an emotional choice? Glad you made it this far. First thing I want you to do is go ahead and click subscribe. Make sure you like and share and support, and subscribe to the notifications. Then when you get here, I want you to click the podcast link. You see that? Then I want you to go over there to where the arrows are pointing to the Beyond the Algorithm playlist and subscribe there. That way you get all of the updates. And now we'll continue. All right, folks. Appreciate you sticking with me to the end. This has been another episode of Beyond the Algorithm. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Go get the book. And most importantly, I will see you beyond the algorithm, because that's where life actually happens.